Hello everyone. Good morning. Yes. So this video that I am making is born out of I am making this video because of an observation that I made in the Steemit community, especially among the newcomers, the newbies, as we call them, or the redfish. That's the official name that they are called. So I noticed something, that they are missing out of the advantages, of the benefits of voting that they would have got had it been they were voting. So they are the major reason why I am making this video. And there may also be some minnows who are not voting as well. So they need to also take advantage of their opportunity for voting in order to get the rewards thereof. So now, what is voting? We have been hearing a lot about voting. So in the Steemit community, voting actually is like mining. There was a post I made. I can't remember how long it was I made that post. That post was about the three major benefits of how people benefit in the crypto world. They benefit either by investing, or by mining, or by trading. So voting in the Steemit community is mining. So your vote is your mining equipment. That is what you use to mine. So when you vote on a content that has been created, irrespective of whether it is your own content or someone else's content, then what you are doing basically is that you are mining, and you earn a reward by doing so. And the reward that you earn by doing so is called curation reward. Many people do not even understand the reward, how big the reward is when you vote on a content, either as an author or as a curator. So now, voting is actually subjective contribution. It's a subjective proof of work contribution, as against, or kind of superior, not as against, superior to the objective contribution or objective proof of work that we find in other algorithms, like mining, as I mentioned. So one of the major benefits of this subjective POW, or subjective proof of work, is that it helps to build the community. That is one major advantage. So apart from the rewards that curators receive from voting, they also help to grow the community. And I'm sure each and every one of us in the Steemit community want this community to grow. And so we always need to take advantage of the voting opportunity that we all have. Now, each and every one of us in the Steemit community, each and every registered member in the Steemit community, irrespective of whether you are regardless of whether you are a whale or an otter or a dolphin or a minnow or a redfish, we are all entitled to 40 votes per day, 40 votes at 100% percent voting power per day. And after having exhausted your 40 full voting power, 100% voting power, then your voting power begins to reduce. So assuming your vote is worth 13 cents. Then after about 40 votes, what happens is that it begins to reduce. What you see now you begin to see 12 cents, 11 cents. It begins to reduce. So that is what happens. So your full vote at 100% depends on how much vests, or how much vests are like shares. So it actually depends on how much vests you hold in the community. So let me take us to something that is going to understand this a lot. So if you go to steemdb.com, that is where you will find information about voting. You find out how much percentage of voting power. So beautiful. Now this is what I was talking about. You see, this shows us steemdb.com. That is the website to go to. Here you see a 30-day mixed distribution of stake by the blockchain. You see, this is how the rewards are distributed, guys. So 12.6% go to the curators. 12.6% of the total 100% distribution goes to. So stop for 1 minute and think about that. What you are doing, about what you are losing out if you are not curating content. Guys, if you are not curating content, you are losing 12.6% of your 100%, of the total reward, distribution reward. But if you use your votes and you vote on content early enough, then you will of 12.6%. This 12.6% curation reward will come to you. Now 72 goes to curators, 2.2% goes to commenters, 7.5% interest. Now this is not really for us. Then 5.5% witnesses. So these are for witnesses. Witnesses are those who hold masternode in the Steemit community. So they are witnesses. So this is how much they get as percentage of their rewards. So this is where we should be looking at. These commenters, authors, and curation rewards. These are the rewards for those of us who are not masternode holders, or those of us who are not witnesses. So we look at these rewards, and these are, if you do the math, you will find out that 12.6 plus 72.7 plus 2.2, 12.6 plus 72.7 plus 2.2, 87.5%. That is a lot. That is almost 90%. So as a new user, or as an old user, or as an old member in the community, you want to take advantage. You want to be able to benefit from all of these rewards. You want to be able to benefit from the rewards as an author. You want to be able to benefit by curating, and you want to benefit by commenting on posts. So this is very, very important. And now, how you know your voting power? I'm going to type in my it's taking a little time for it to open up. Okay, so it is trying to open up. I will quickly go to how to vote. So how to vote. Before I go to how to vote, I would quickly show us some 3 concrete examples of people who are my friends in this community. My new friends. I like them so much. The reason why I'm really making this video. I really want them to grow. I want them to grow, and I want them to grow very, very quickly. So about 2 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, Archange released an update in Steemit board, and the update was a new level. It's about level of community members, or a level added to the other levels in the community. And this level, many of us have heard about whales in the community, and minnows. Those are the most popular, the whales and the minnows. However, there are other levels in the community that some of us. So there are actually 5 levels in the Steemit community. So anybody who comes into the Steemit community belongs to either of 5 levels. So it's a redfish, that is level 1, or you are a level 2, or you are a dolphin, that is level 3, or you are an otter, I think, level 4, and then you are a whale, that's the 5th level and the biggest level. So as a redfish, a redfish is one who holds less than a million votes. Sorry, less than a million vests in the community. If you are a redfish, then you hold less than a million vests in the community. Yes, this is that update. 21 days ago, exactly 3 days ago, Archange released this update in Steemit board, revealing to us the 5 different levels in the Steemit community. So these are the levels. Steemit board is glad to introduce the redfish level. That was the new level introduced. So you see, if you are a redfish, and this is the symbol of the redfish, it means you hold less than a million vests in the community. If you are a minnow, you hold between a million and 10 million vests. Those who hold between 10 million and 99 million vests in the community, they are called dolphins. And otters are those who hold 100 million. Sorry, I made a mistake. Dolphins hold between 10 million and 100 million vests. And otters are those who hold between 100 million and 1 billion vests. The whales are those who hold over 1 billion vests in the community. So those are the 5 different levels. And you will be able to check your level in the community when you visit steemitboard.com. steemit.com. For example, this my friend at Nenio, he's really new in the community. He is a redfish and he holds 0.08 million vests in the community. So that's a concrete example of a redfish. And we have other redfishes like that. So that check your level in the community. This is another concrete example of a redfish. 0.012 million vests in the community. So for example, yours sincerely that is talking is a minnow in the community. Mary Favor is a minnow in the community. So I hold less than 10 million vests in the community. So I'm still a minnow. So I have 8.9, as at now, at the moment, I have 8.903 million vests in the community. That is how much vests I hold. So now going to voting. Many people, especially the redfish, they are not voting on contents. They are neither voting on their own contents, and I very much doubt if they are voting on other people's content, because even comments in their content, they are not voting on it. So that is the major reason why I decided to do this video. Now, take a good look at this post. For example, look at this beautiful post. Honestly, when I read this post, I was touched. This post is from Nenio in Venezuela. I think he's from Venezuela. Mangoes are a blessing in the middle of the Venezuelan food crisis. So he goes to talk about Venezuela, the problem, the political issues that they are facing in Venezuela, the food crisis and everything, and how mangoes have been able to help them. Now, because he doesn't really understand voting and how voting works in the community, he has not voted on this post, and this is 3 days ago. This post was made 3 days ago. You see, 3 days ago. So he wrote this post 3 days ago, and he has not voted on this post. Look at it. Look at this beautiful post. 17 people have voted on this post. The author himself have not voted on this post. So the author needs to go back and vote on this post. And look at the number of people who commented on his post. Just take a good look at this. And he has not voted. Now, he's not the only person who is in this, who is ignorant about voting. I also discovered another post. Look at this beautiful post, written by my friend from Nigeria. You see, look at this post. He has not voted on this post either. Now, how can you grow if you are not voting on your posts and voting on other people's posts, other authors' posts? Look at this post. Look at this. This post, he talks about redeeming his very first reward, redeeming my first reward on Steemit. This post was written 15 hours ago. And SmileXYZ03 has not voted on this post. And just look at the people commenting on his posts. He didn't do justice. Look at, he has not voted on this post. Now, how to vote on posts? That is the third one, because I don't want this video to be very long. This is already 17 minutes, 39 seconds. So let's go straight to how to vote on posts. So assuming now, because I would like to vote on this post and vote on that post from Nenio and vote on this other post. So now look at this other post written by someone else, but a very new person too in the community. But this post was written 20 days ago. What makes the rich richer with cryptocurrency? This is another post I consider a very good post. Look at how very well he made the post, yet he did not vote on this post. So now, I would like to vote on this post, and this is how to vote. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to be demonstrating now how to vote on posts. So if you see a new post, I'm now assuming that this post is a new post, although it is not. So I click on upvote. I just click the first time on upvote because I want to upvote the post. Now, as soon as I click upvote the post, I discover 100%. So this, I can either decide to vote on it at 100% or less than 100%. So assuming, okay, I want to vote, but I don't want to vote at 100%. What I do is that I just go to the end, you see, of this button and drag the button. So if I want to vote at this point, I can just leave it, release it at this point, and then click on vote. But because I want to give my 100% to this vote, I will now leave it at the end and click on upvote 100%. That is it. So I've given my 100% votes to this post. But here is something. After 7 days, because usually payout is done, or payout happens every 7 days. The system pays every 7 days. So after 7 days, I think it kind of resets itself. So you see that the payout, sorry, the amount did not increase here, because payout on this post has already been made. That is something that is very, very important for each and every one of us to take note of. So yes, you are upvoting on a post. You can upvote on a post that is older than 7 days. But mind you, payout, or sorry, the amount of money, the amount of payout, yes, that is payout for that particular post, will no longer increase after 7 days. So that is something I have observed, something I have discovered. However, if I decide to comment on this post and vote on this post, then this post and vote on my comment rather, and other people vote on my comment, then that will also add to the payout. So that is like something new again, added to this particular content. So this content will now receive, it will receive fresh payout based on the new comments that have been made and the new votes that have been made on that comment. So that is how it works. That is just how it works. So now I want to go to these votes that are not yet old votes, and I want to vote. I want to give a full vote to this particular content, because this content is a very, very good content. It's a good content because it's a content that is showing that Steemit works. So I would like to give my vote to this. Sorry. I would like to give my vote to this content, and I will give it my full votes. So look at it. So this right now, it is at $3.18, 20 votes. I want to add my own vote to this particular content. So from 3.18, 100% vote. The author now gets 3.40. So 3.18 to 3.40, the author gets an additional 20. Sorry, I need to get my math right. So 3.18, 3.40. Yes, so the author gets an additional 22 cents from me. And the number of votes have increased to 21 votes. So this is so because this post is still earlier than 7 days. If this post was later than later than 7 days, there will be you will not find any increase in the amount of payout or amount of money that the person would receive after 7 days. So that is why it is so important to make sure that all your posts have been upvoted before 7 days. In fact, ideally you should do that before the 6th day, because after some time they will begin to tell you that you cannot upvote a post. Not that you cannot upvote, you can upvote, but that the post is not going to get something, it's not going to get it's not going to get additional amount of money, something like that, 12 hours before payout. So you need to be careful about that. Make sure that you vote all your posts before 6 days. Vote on all your posts before 6 days, and vote on the comments. So it doesn't matter. Now look at congrats. Somebody just says congrats. If I were what I will do is this. Assuming I want to vote on this particular comment now, what I will do is this. Congrats is just one word, and it's good. But because there is nothing more to it apart from just congratulating you, the author could decide to just, or other people voting on this post could decide to drag it down to 1% and give 1% vote. So now I want to vote on this person's comment, congrats, and I want to give only 1% of my vote. So I click on upvote. And I have given 1%. Okay, that is it. So I have given 1% to this particular commenter. So what happens is that this commenter, at the end of the day, for commenting on this post, the commenter will receive 2.2%. Don't forget, 2.2% is that is the percentage that commenters receive for commenting on posts. 2.2%. So this person definitely is going to get a reward from commenting on this author's posts as the commenter. So that is how it works. Now, if this Smile XYZ clicked on his or liked or voted his own comments, he too will get a reward. He will get the 2.2% reward for commenting. So new people really need to redfish. You just need to learn how to vote on your posts, on other people's posts, on other authors' posts, and vote on comments. This is so crucial. Please, I don't want you to lose out of the rewards that you are supposed to get from this through ignorance. So please learn how to vote. Learn the art of voting. And assuming I want to give 50% of my vote, what I do is that I click on this and I drag the button. I drag the button and then I give 50% of my vote. So I click this time. I click the second time. And that is it. So 8 cents has been contributed. This is it. So this person gets 8 cents after about 7 days. That is what happens. Just because he commented on this post and I have voted on his comments. This is really important. This is important. This is important because I don't want you to lose out of any of these opportunities. So that is how to vote. And then somebody also talked about his concern. He said, okay, you use the computer, I use mobile phone. Now, many thanks to my witness, Good Karma, who has provided this wonderful community with the eSteem application. This is it. The eSteem app. I hope we are seeing it. So this is it. This is how it looks like. So I go and tap on the app and the app opens up. So this is my page on the Steemit app, provided to the community by my witness, Good Karma. So assuming I want to upvote my posts, it's very easy. Like, look at this particular post that I made this afternoon. What I just need to do is to click on this plus button. As soon as I click on the plus button, if you are using a mobile phone, now this is please pay attention to this, mobile phone users. So look at. So you click on it and then you now go to upvote because I want to upvote my post. I want to upvote my post. So I just click on, what do? I click on upvote. After edit, upvote and reply. So I click on upvote. I click on upvote and that is it. The post is upvoted. As soon as the post is upvoted, you see that color changes. It changes to the blue color. Take note. So as soon as a post is upvoted, the color changes. The color here changes. It changes to blue. So that is very important. That is key for you to take note of. So guys, that is just what I wanted to share with us, how to upvote, all about voting.